To complete the design for your bamboo clock face, you first need to open the template file that you have been provided, template for bamboo clock face. This is an Illustrator file, and when it opens it will look like this. Key aspects to note are that the size of the work area or the artboard has been preset to the size of the material available to use today, which is 500 by 500 millimeters. In the middle of the workpiece is an illustration of the plastic clock mechanism and the hole that we need to have in our clock face in order for the mechanism to pass through and hold the hands. Once you've opened this file, please go to Google and search in Google Images for a silhouette of any type that you wish to produce your clock. I've searched for a rabbit silhouette and I have these options available to me. I need to show you this first of all. If I click on this one, just the sample, single click, you can see that in the background we've got a checkerboard pattern. That means it's a PNG file and it won't be suitable for our work today. So we need to file that when we click on it, it comes with a white background like this, and that's going to be good for our work. So I know that this one works quite nicely, so I click here, and on this lower image, rather than the upper one, I now right click and I select copy image. I now return to the Illustrator file and I simply paste it in with Control V or Edit Paste. The next step is I need to make the image suitable for laser cutting. So we need to tell the computer certain things about the file. So the first thing I'm going to do is come to the top and click Image Trace. Once that process is successfully completed, I click Expand. The computer is now seeing the white background area and the rabbit area as two separate objects. However, at the moment they're both selected, so I need to deselect, and I need to get the white arrow to tell it I'm working on parts of an object, come across, select the white background, and simply delete. Now that's gone, so I'm only left with the rabbit. I need to change the rabbit so it's see-through, so I click on it again. Down here I have the fill and the stroke or the line color option, so I'm just going to click this, swap them over, and the rabbit has now become see-through. The next thing I need to do is to decide on the size that I would like the rabbit to be. If I wish to maximize out the size, I'll move it to the top corner, and then I can begin to stretch it. Now if you just stretch, you can end up with a strangely deformed shape. So we need to press the Shift button down, and as we stretch in the corner, we then keep the proportions. So there we are. Happy with that. It's all inside my workpiece. Nice. Now I need to decide where I want the clock mechanism to be located. In this case, you can see it sticking out slightly beyond the confines of the rabbit shape, so that's really no use. So I need to move it, so I could put it up here, so it would be within the rabbit's head and the clock hands would emanate from there, or I could put it within the body of the rabbit, wherever I wish it to be. So just providing the black area is covered, then we're fine. So I'm going to have mine here. The next thing I need to do is to delete the image of the clock mechanism, as that's not required for the laser cutting file. However, the circle in the center, which is where the shaft is going to protrude through, is required. They're currently joined together, so by selecting them and then coming up to Object and deselect, sorry, Object Ungroup, apologies, Object Ungroup, it now makes them separate. I deselect again, select the clock mechanism, press delete, and I'm now almost ready to laser cut. Just two things left to do. One is I need to change the line type and color. So I need to come to the top and select red for cutting, and also tell us that it's 0.001, so 3 zeros in total. Enter there, that's now ready to cut. If I wish to remove the eye, I could do so by coming and selecting it with the white arrow, but I'm actually perfectly happy for it to be there, so I'm going to leave it there. Final steps: File, Save As. Please name it after your child, and save it to the desktop, and then email it via their school account back to their school account.